Good morning, Style Besties. Liz Clubba from Closet Play Image here. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. So Tip Tuesday, I want to talk a little bit about pattern mixing. I get asked about it a lot. Like, how did you think to put those together? So I thought I would share a couple of tips about that today. Now, I just want to throw this out there. Men don't get their panties in a bundle or their tidy whities in a bundle about pattern mixing the way women do. And if you think about it, men wear patterns together all the time. They'll wear a suit, they'll wear a striped shirt and a paisley tie. They're pattern mixing, right? And sometimes they'll wear a patterned jacket, like a checked jacket, a striped shirt, and a foulard tie. So they do it all the time, but we as women, we tend not to do it when we feel unconfident. And that's not a good word to use, but anyway. So there's a couple things we want to look for. We want to look for continuity when we're mixing our patterns. So that continuity could be in color, it could be in pattern, or it can be in scale. So, and ideally, if you get continuity in two of those, it makes the whole thing look like, oh, look, she intended to do that. So an example today, my scarf and my dress is floral, my scarf is polka dotted, so two different patterns, but there's a continuity of color and scale. So there's pink flowers in here with the black background, and this is the pink scarf with the black dots. So it's creating, don't tell anybody though, I'm going to be wearing blue boots with it later because I don't have any black boots anymore. Anyway, so it creates a continuity of color and of scale. They're both relatively small scale patterns, right? So if that makes sense to you. So here's a sweater, that I wear all the time. And it's inside out, but oh well, because it was hanging inside out to air. I'm just gonna leave it inside out. Lumps, bumps, and all. That's what you get when you get me. Anyway, so it's a striped sweater. Stripes are really easy to mix. Just imagine they're solids. And whatever the color it is that you're looking at is the color. So like this blue, and I just treat it like it's a blue sweater. So here we go, and this is the scarf I wore it with yesterday. Now, this isn't the blue in my scarf, but I'm not worried about that because there's plenty of other shades of blue in my scarf that go nicely with the sweater. So it's got a continuity of color because of the blues, and also kind of scale. It's a relatively bold stripe and a relatively bold scarf print. Okay, let me grab another one. So here's a blouse that I normally do not wear with another pattern unless it's something like a pair of Glencheck plaid pants. So I have a pair of gray plaid pants that I wear this with, and I should have grabbed those here. Just a second. Pull them out of the closet. Sorry about that. So there's the plaid pants, and there's the polka dotted shirt, right? Continuity of color. So there you go. And sometimes if I'm feeling bold, I will throw a scarf on with it. Once again, we have the pinks together and then the black trimming around the circle. So I've got continuity of color and of scale because it's kind of a bold scarf and a bold, a bold print there on the polka dots. Again, now I've got the same pattern. I've got a polka dotted dress and a polka dotted scarf, and even the dots are about the same size. So I've got the same pattern and the same scale, different colors. But the trim is gray and the background of the dress is gray. So yeah, I do that together. It would be a little loud. For some people that's probably, but I'm a little loud. Oops. Now, let me go back to that other sweater, because I've worn this scarf with this sweater as well. Here we've got the blues together, so we've got that continuity of color again. Now the scale on this scarf is much larger, but the color carries it through. And when you see it folded, and this is the key, is you're not going to see as much of the scale. So when it's folded, let me drape that. Do you see how I lose a lot of the scale of the pattern? So you really have to try the item and throw it on there, because when you wrap or drape a scarf or you tuck a shirt, that can change the way the scale looks of the pattern on it. And last but not least, so here's a black and white striped t-shirt that I've got, and I could wear this with, oh, and that's a little nauseating, those stripes on video like that. I'm sorry. I don't want to make anybody seasick. But I would definitely wear it with the scarf I'm wearing here. Okay, my pink right there. I would also wear it with a different pattern, but same colors. So I've got the black and the kind of ivory. Move that. This one is a really lovely pink scarf. And there's really no reason I couldn't. It just doesn't make me comfortable. Probably because there's no continuity of color. There's really no black in this scarf at all. It's interesting when you look closely at it, there's no black in it. So the scale is okay. And the ropes kind of reflect the sort of theme or nautical sort of vibe we get with a striped shirt. But I would probably be more likely to wear it with this, even though it's not striped. It's got the black in it, it's got the ivory in it, and it's got the straight lines. So the straight lines kind of create that theming that ties it together, sort of like the dots and the dots. This may be squares, but it's still built out of straight lines rather than circles. Now the one I'm wearing is circles, but it's got more of a continuity of scale and color. I don't know if that made things any clearer or if it just muddied the waters even further. I may need to go into more detail on it on a post. But that was your tip for Tuesday. Go ahead and try mixing a pattern. It's fun. And it feels like you're getting away with something sometimes. So I hope you have a fabulous day. This is Liz Kleba from Closet Play Image. You know where I am here on Facebook, but you're welcome to find me on my blog at closetplay.biz or on other social media, Instagram and Pinterest at Closet Play Image. That's Closet Play Image, all one word. You can find me, like I said, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Pinterest for lots of ideas and tips. Have a fabulous Tuesday.